What up, everyone? This is Frank from Waves Movement. We have a new episode of Bored as Fuck, and today my guests are Reek and Sage.
Tapped in with the Tree team. It's going down.
What's up, y'all? We here with Frank, my dog, Reek. Shout out all the homies. I can't think of everybody right now because I'm
Inebriated off of good substances.
I'm not, but
Make that thing bounce. Number after number, yeah, I need a head count.
Like we tryna go. Got 2, maybe 3, get a seat for the final hoes in the condo roll. The whole damn zip of the gas on top of the genie, top of the G. Like whoa, baby, make that head bounce. Ass up, face down. They gon' hit my mans now. Might just hit the spot, then I'm kicking you out. Too many calling, I'm losing the count. Need a one for the side with a body yaddy. Friends is hottie for the treat teams. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I need that. Yeah, I like that. It's a 3-step. That 10 tricks with your legs back. Go that dance bounce and make a head crack. Like whoa.
What up, everyone? This is Frank from Waves Movement, and here I'm with two creative individuals. On the solo, you got Reek, who's one of the greatest lyricists.
Yes,
Then you got Sage, producer. I don't even know what to say, man. You're jack of all trades. You can do everything.
Go.
But when put together, they are Reek and Sage.
Bring my check to the front when I arrive for the loot. Put the mic on the stand, then it's curtains when I'm through. This what I'm doing for my day to day. It's never been a hobby, but I definitely keep a model that I'm building for success. Get the ends and invest on the light coin. Don't be flexing on my Benjis, dog. That shit is boring. Yeah, I'm on my own dick, sweated down conceited. I can have your whole bitch if I really needed to. Cheesing while I'm
Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Our second episode of Bored as Fuck. How y'all feeling?
second, two.
Too, you know, feeling good. I'm happy to be here, you know.
Well,
Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah, no, I'm feeling good today, man.
Yeah, of course. Well, I do want to introduce y'all to the game that we're going to be playing today. I know episode 1 was Connect 4, so episode 2 is one of my favorites, and it's going to be the game of Uno.
Yeah.
Now, cool thing about this set of Uno is that there are 3 customized cards that I did not pick. Mozzie of Mozzie World Podcast got to do the 3 special cards in here. I have yet to see them. I just gave him an idea of what I wanted it to look like, so I have no idea what they say.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But from what he was grinning and laughing about,
Just don't have me taking my shoes off.
oh yeah, no, that was the first thing I said. I said I don't want to do jumping jacks, push-ups, running blocks around here. So those are the first, but yeah. So I thought this game would be something to help trip you all up a little bit while I ask y'all some questions.
Should we trim me up? Because I never played Uno before.
You've never played Uno before?
Nah.
This is gonna be very interesting.
Never played Uno. Yeah,
Did you
I'm
not know?
gonna have to whoop up on the homies like this, man.
So yeah, so that's the reason why we got these cameras here, so they can be able to show what we're looking at. So if you have a wild card, you're not playing it, people are gonna roast you in the comments. All right, so for Sage, so the way it's gonna work is we're gonna pass out 7 cards. Each person's gonna have,
For sure.
and then basically you want to match either the color or the number. If you don't have it, you gotta keep pulling it out until you either get that color or the number.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll slowly definitely go. I mean, we're planning to play more than a few games. So,
Okay, for sure.
yeah, but
Yeah, because I'm going to win all of them anyway. So, I mean, it really don't matter.
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Should be good.
Go.
So I'm gonna assume by the smile that you got Mozzie's card.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. I'm
Yeah.
scared to get that card.
Same here. Like I said, he was definitely giggling a little bit too hard, which means that I'm kind of scared of myself. So
Yeah.
we're gonna start until I start asking the first question. But first questions will be very basic. It's nothing too hard. Basically, how have y'all been individually since everything going on after pandemic, being outside a little bit, and we'll start there, and then we'll pull the first card. And since Reek's my guest, he'll start first.
And I've been good. It's been a moment in time, It's honestly, before the camera started rolling, I was saying it's just all just been like a blur. It's just been. It feel like after you came back from like the Thanos snap, the blip, like it's just all been a fucking blip to me now. So, but I've been good. The team is still staying strong. The Tree team's getting bigger, growing. So I'm happy at the momentum that we got going on right now. Just trying to stay 10 toes and keep moving forward, man.
You can go.
So do I put a...
You put either red or a 9. So how about you, Sage?
Shoot, trying to navigate. It's been a long 3 years. Like, I wish, you know, things could have continued to be what they were gonna be, but I'm cool with where things are at right now. I'm happy with the way things are going for the most part.
I love you.
So that one means that you gotta draw 2.
I gotta draw 2.
Yeah. Now, if you happen to get another one like that,
God damn. All right.
trust me, there's a +4 in there. And
So if I get one of the, well, I definitely got one of the Mozzie cards. Like,
you can either, I think he said that you can either play it, what the question is on there, or you have to draw 4.
and if I play it, I'm supposed to go with whatever the question is.
Yeah. If you don't, you have to draw 4.
Let me think. So name a movie that had you teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Nigga, don't say see.
Man, I'll name a few. Up, Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
Shit, I got a little teary-eyed in No Way Home.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely got it. And then you can pick the color too.
Okay, blue.
Blue. I don't got it, but I do have a while. So I'm gonna say green.
Green. And it begins.
I'll tell you, man. So top 3 rap
albums. I'm gonna just go with like the current times. I'm not trying to wrap my brain right now. Damn.
Okay.
To Pimp a Butterfly. And fucking It's Almost Dry. So 2 Kendrick albums. Damn and To Pimp a Butterfly. And then It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. Those have been my top 3 rap albums this year.
Then okay. Yeah, what color?
And the color, I'm gonna go blue.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. So to go on a little bit of a move towards like y'all's music that y'all been working on. Y'all recent project after Three-Peat, which was a follow-up to, of course, the Three-Peat, and what you did to introduce Fish to the Tree Team. Bring it back for the balance track. On the production, is that something that you bring, that you just hear and you automatically say, you know what, this is something going to be just for Reek, or something that you think that it's going to be?
Nah, it's usually whoever's in the room type of shit. Like I don't really like. I don't sit around and make beats all day. I got shit to do. So if someone pulls up, I'll make a beat on the spot, and then if they fuck with it, they fuck with it. Or if they want to make a song, do it right then and there. Like that's when we go. Like with Fish, I think for balance, is it on me?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
You gotta draw 2.
Oh, I draw 2.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bitch.
That was his first introduction, and you over
Hey, bro, you gotta swim in these waters.
I don't want to get into what the sample was. This
So it skips him, and
Skip
it goes
me.
on to you.
Back to some bullshit.
Well, there's also some reverse ones
So-
too.
So I can put down that.
Yeah, and then blocks me.
For sure.
Damn.
All right, and then no. So that day,
Damn.
I don't want to give away what the sample is, but yeah, like Fish had asked me to sample like a specific person and shit, and I was like, for sure. And so I went into a couple things, and then that pulled up. You put that down.
Yeah, put the 2 down.
So it has to be.
Oh, it has to be like a regular seat.
But
I got
glad
you.
to know that you have that.
And
deck.
so yeah, we just got around to that. I remember they were both making like different hooks, and then we ended up going with Fish's hook because he was like, I want to make a. Did you just put that down?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm running.
All right. Goddamn. I think he was like, yeah, I want to make a strip club record. I was like, all right, I'm sure I'm cool with that. I've never made a record like that. I don't think I have, at least. So yeah, that's where we ended up taking it, and then we knocked out the song that day.
Yeah.
It is something that you wouldn't normally hear from y'all,
Uh-huh.
but it works perfectly like with y'all's like just sound like. And then that's the thing too, is that I don't even know how to even describe y'all's sound, just because it's different. Like from when it originally started, just to being just about like the rap joints, just about smoking weed and everything here. And then it started just elevating to something different where it's like something that reminds me of like the way Outkast moved from like AT-Alien to like Stankonia, something like that, where it's out of this world, but it's also kept to where people can have like a vibe to it. I think that's the best way to like really describe y'all's music without giving it a genre base, like saying like, oh, this is like just pure hip hop, pure rap. Like, no, like there's nothing behind it.
Nah, it's on me. I was about to call Uno. I was just waiting. I didn't want to disrupt the vibe. And
Wait, so what does that mean?
so that means I got one card left, and if I play this card, I win. So whenever you get one card, you gotta call Uno. If I call you on your shit, then you gotta draw. Was it 5? Yeah, you gotta draw 5.
My bad, I didn't mean to interrupt. But I appreciate that. That's some pretty high praise. I mean, I don't know if we're there yet, but yeah, it's just about making whatever feels good. And to be honest, I really don't think we have a lot of weed songs. Like, I think, it seems that way. You would think, but I think there's only been like a couple. Like when you really listen, like I think as far as like specifically for weed. And shit.
It's been some weed inspired bars.
So like to bring up like y'all's product, like I mean.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
Well, so I mean, the way that even came up is like, it's just some shit we say. Like, our homie D Marsh, he'd be like, "Oh, y'all not real believers. Y'all don't really believe in the tree." And so that would just be some shit we would say. And then one day I was just like, "That's the album title." And but it goes into more shit. It's just like it's about like
you can play one if you got one. If you got a draw two, you can play that.
If I got one of those up twos,
you got an up two, you can slap that on.
And then I had to draw 4.
Yeah.
Okay. And so like it really is just about like believing like just the growth process. That's really what it's about. Like that's like like you could like surface level, it could be weed, this and third, but really it's just like that's some shit we talk about all the time, is like trying to like grow as people.
And I guess another best way of saying it is that not just y'all do weed music, but it's cool because since y'all infuse this, it's definitely the type of music to smoke to. Like, for sure. I definitely start your rolling session just to y'all's music. Like, that's just how it goes. Like, yeah. So I mean, it's definitely one of those abilities to where y'all can go back and have different moments in the project itself, and I think that's any project. So like even after this one, y'all did The Beautiful Hour, amazing project.
Slept on.
Yeah, I shouldn't be.
Fuck you, Rona.
Slept on. That was a see that with that one. That's. Y'all like moving hands too fast.
Racked up with the cars, bro.
Moving hands too fast. With that. Wait, is it allowed to be red though?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be, okay, for sure.
So it don't have to be.
It was like that beautiful time that we were either making music or just even like just all together. That was like the most like the homies were. That's why I have so many collaborations, because that's just kicking it.
Right, homies be at the studio locked in with us. It was just running through them fucking records. He's knocking them beats out, man.
Sitting there, Kendall and me would just like kind of like go over the songs, see about like mixing them and shit, and then just asking everybody what do y'all feel about it. Malcolm had a big say in a lot of stuff. I miss those days. It was a really good time.
Honestly, the way I've always described the project is that, like you said, like it happened during the pandemic. It happened during the pandemic, so
wait.
Yeah, it's I have to reverse.
Yeah, you reversed it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right.
Oh, shit. Who has these cards?
Don't even worry about all that. Just go ahead and run it.
Shuffle hands. What?
Ooh.
So
it was good to be on top.
We have to trade hands. Man. I hate that.
What's the color?
Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think when we bring up that project, especially during the pandemic, it was something where we couldn't go outside. We had to, maneuver at
You said yellow?
At a different time. But I'm not gonna like this. I didn't feel like we were in a pandemic. I felt like we were outside with that project. And even like the promotion for it too, when y'all did the tapes too. Like, I even caught myself one.
Shit, I mean, we really got lucky with that. That was the Ocean Wagon Collective, they reached out. Trevor Stoll, he reached out to me and he was just like, I want to do this because I like the sound that much. And I was like,
I'm getting fucked up.
I was like, thank you, dog. Like, so, I mean, cause yeah, like I wish we could have been outside. Cause during the midst of making that, it was like we didn't expect that shit was gonna last forever.
I'm hot.
So yeah, that shit, like, I don't know. It fucked up a lot, but it was a good learning experience for a lot of other things.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good to hear.
Shout out Mute, right undercover. You know, always be beautiful waves right there with the Tree team at all times as well.
He's definitely a highlight whenever coming across.
Back on you.
Yes.
Yeah, like the project, just either him being on there, his vocals, or just him being involved in like the promotion. Of it
Yeah.
too. I think that's what also set y'all different too. His promotion for y'all's projects is on an insane level.
Am I looking at one of these wild cards?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You can play a wild
I didn't want to
card.
interrupt you.
You
I
can
didn't
play-
want to interrupt you, but I was also just like, fuck.
You can
like,
play wild card at
all
any
right.
point.
Damn.
Top 3 Soldier
Top
Boy
3
song.
Soldier Boy.
Top 3 Soldier Boy songs.
Crank That.
Yeah.
Marco Polo.
Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Gucci Bandana.
Ah, okay.
Fucking
Okay.
like listing Kiss Me Through the Phone.
And you know what's funny is that I feel like he wanted someone to say that too.
Green.
Great dog.
Gucci man. Gucci man. Damn.
Yeah, no, but I do wish maybe like I wish things could have been different for that album. Cause I love that album.
Yeah. I totally agree. You know, but damn, bro, too. It's on my head.
There was actually supposed to be a video for No Trap, but it just it I didn't like the footage, so I was like, I really wouldn't want to put this out. But then if we didn't fail with that, we wouldn't have made the Sundress video.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was on my Rico Suave shit, but no trap video.
No, No Trap. That shit would have been fire.
I was finna get ate up.
Yeah, and then I love how y'all, like, even without, like, with the pandemic and everything happening, like, y'all's bounced back to doing, like, the videos. Because I think me and Skrills had the conversation where he...
Is it on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Yeah, where he always said,
Wait.
I had
I'm
to
sorry.
draw two.
What is this?
I had to draw four.
Can I play this?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can play that anytime. The black
Yeah,
cards,
does that mean I gotta draw 4?
No.
That means I have to
Whoever
draw
you
four.
put it on.
Yeah, sorry.
And we always talk about how, and I'm sure y'all get this all the time, but how the Vision of Love video is probably the one
Oh yeah.
greatest videos to come out of the city. Like, again, yes, very slept on, but so like.
No,
beautiful.
I love that video. That's my baby. I fucking busted ass to make that shit happen.
And then even crazier too is that like on Twitter and Instagram and even Facebook, like there'd be something that you would post that would have that song in the background. So every time I was just like, fuck, I was like, I can't just hear this part, the chorus, and just like let it go. I was like, I had to go back to the
Can't shake
song.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shake it.
It's shit. If I didn't do all that, the song wouldn't have done what it did. So I was glad. 'Cause
So-
eventually, shit just like one of those videos I posted went viral, and I was like, fuck yes. Like,
So
that was the most we ever had people listen to our shit in one day. It was like 3,000 people in one day, and I was like, fuck yes.
So could you give us like a behind the scenes of how that like came about? Like
The video?
Yeah.
Is it on me?
No, it's
Oh, it's on me. What was the color?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't say the color?
No.
Green.
Oh, thank God. Skip your ass. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, no, how that went about, I had reached out to this stylist in town and kind of had her help me out, like, just kind of plan a wedding. I think we were watching, like, Game of Thrones or some shit that day. Wait, is this giving me?
Yeah,
No, it's on me.
yeah,
It's on you.
It's on me?
Yeah. No way this man is about to pull off the comeback right now.
He's about to.
I'm disgusted.
And started arranging, like, the different ideas that you need for, like, a wedding. And really, the idea came out 6 or 8 months before the video came out. I remember that was back when Cheese Man was still Cheese Man. Is it on me? Okay.
Golly.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, he's just been holding out.
Green.
Only thing I remember is trying on the fucking tuxedo.
Oh, Uno.
Oh, wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is that more than one card?
You should have called.
Okay, yeah.
But nah, only thing I remember, like very vividly, was the try on shit, and like the dude that was helping me was like, man, so you excited? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you getting married, right? And I was like, oh, no, bro, we shooting a music video. He's like, what?
Yeah, they did think that was crazy. Like every time I went, like, cause I had to like hit up everybody in the just in our friend group, and I was like, hey, I you know, can you please go to this store, get sized up so I can like place an order for everything and just get the ball rolling.
Man, I had so many hateful DMs and so many having nice lives and
It's on me.
yeah, it's on you. And I was just like, ah, this is some bullshit. Wow.
First game too.
First game.
Wow.
Leave the room. Just leave the room right now.
I mean,
Wow.
Him.
that was good, especially for the first time.
First game,
Yeah.
never played it, and you get a dub. I respect it.
I'm just glad that it went that way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because he was talking mad shit.
Yeah.
That to me is still like my favorite video I've ever done. It's like that shit is like
Yeah.
I think that's when I really was like, because after chapter 2, like the videos were cool, but we didn't really like have like real solid ideas for shit back then. And then after that I was like, no, I want this next album to like have some really good ideas. And I remember texting him at like 6 a.m. with the idea for Barry White. I was like, let's just do different covers of that shit. And
Another great video.
Hell yeah.
I was
so
sad
much
that
fun.
it turned into Very White for a video.
That shit was tight. Like, we literally turned my whole apartment into like a video, like a music video studio. Like, green screen up in like the living room. Had all the outfits, running, doing changes, like photo covers and everything. And then, yeah, that was probably like one of the first times I was like, okay, we working. And then from there we did Vision of Love and just been rolling with it. I'm excited now because Sage got a camera, so the freeness to do more content is coming along, and there's definitely gonna be a lot more dope shit that people get to see from us, not even just from an aspect of like doing videos, just other shit that we do throughout the summer this year and beyond. So I think we really set like a note on like what's to be expected from us coming from like there to now, and so it's just I'm excited to see what the future holds for all of us.
do I go since I won?
Yeah,
Yes.
draw top card.
Oh, drop top.
Yeah, I'll let you
drop top. Okay, bet.
Nope,
Put that one down.
Oh, put it. Just put it.
No,
No,
yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I lay one down after that? Or?
No.
Okay.
So now that you do have the ability to do videos, do you think you'll do it more frequently now?
It just
y'all
depends if the idea's right. Because I mean, I'm just getting my feet wet. Like last year, I started my production company with Dave.
Shout out Davey.
We have our company together, A Perfect World Production, and that started out with the Julian Skibo videos that me and him did.
Yeah, because I know you did that, and I know you had some video production with like Puya.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was an experience. That's like one of my favorite experiences in life. That shit. But I mean, I owe all that to Dave. Is it you?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it me?
I think I put
Or did you just put that set?
I think I put the 7.
You put this up? Oh shit. Yeah, lost real quick.
Yeah, no, that was like first big budget shit. I was like, this is crazy. Working out the idea with Dave and Manny, like it was a crazy experience. Just being out there in LA, like for that very reason, was my favorite shit ever.
And I know you had a cameo in the video too.
Yeah.
How fun was that?
That was pretty fun. The day started off a little stressful. I gotta get better at just like kind of like managing stress levels and shit. But just being in the video, that was a little bit of a stress reliever. It was like, oh shit, okay, cool. Like,
You studied though.
Yeah.
You
That shit
studied
was
though.
I like even wait. Is this
Yeah, I was trying to read the question out because niggas gonna judge me when I say it.
Nah, do it.
So-
I'll pause on my story.
Yeah.
I'll pause on my story.
Name a movie that had you teary-eyed. So, fuck all of y'all, first off. The Notebook. The Notebook had me teary-eyed, you know what I'm saying? I'm a sucker for a good romance movie.
Yes, yeah, we know.
And then, honorable mention, Love Jones. Love Jones is a beautiful movie. and that shit made me cry. There it is. Now let's move on. Color is red. Color is red.
Uno.
But yeah, and then meeting Denzel Curry and seeing like his process, even like, you know, meeting Puya and his process about the video, like both of those, they're very like, they give a fuck about videos. Did you just do that?
Yeah.
But my scene though, that shit was funny to me because like Spock is like a really nice dude and he doesn't smoke cigarettes and shit. But they had him smoking a cigarette on camera and they were like, you gotta slap this out of his mouth, and I was like, damn, sorry man. We just started like getting to know each other. Like you're a kind dude. Like, so I really don't want to do this, and then just smack that shit out of his mouth.
That definitely does sound like, you know, a fun experience, especially, you know,
Top 3 rap albums.
Oh, nice.
Top 3 rap albums. Ramona Park broke my heart right now. What else damn, bro. I feel like this is a hard question for me right now because I listen to a lot of things. Call Me If You Get Lost.
There it is.
Do you want my answer?
Yeah, I want your answer. I'm 7 now.
Mr. Brown and the Big Steppers.
There you go.
All right.
Big Stepper.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that album, but I haven't listened to it yet still. And I know I'm being judged heavily,
Yeah.
but I still haven't listened to it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
No, it is. I'm over. I'm 0-2. I'm 0-2. Man, all right, I think this shit rigged.
Yeah.
Are these cards weighted?
Nah, dude,
Bro, you just trash.
they're literally brand new.
These are brand new. I just got
They're
these
brand new,
today.
yeah.
Nah.
Kind of switching over to, I know we talked a little about Sage, you know, especially when it comes down to like the production. And
Yeah.
being able to have like a record process, you know, with Sage and, you know, project after project. Like I said, every project comes with growth. You know, how does it feel when you do get a beat from him? How do you approach it the same way that you always approach, or do you have different approaches from what you know come across now?
I would say as of like from then to now, the way that the writing process has really gone has been very much a turtle race with me. But when it is like something that finally sticks from that slow walk of me getting the writing to come to me, it's been like records that like me and him have been like, oh yeah, we're really satisfied with this. Like the balance happened. There's a couple records that we have, a lot of records that we have unreleased that are going towards other projects and things like that that are just like, it took us some time to get there, but it's like, okay, yeah, these are gonna go when people put their ears to them. So from the process of being like where I used to be like one take Jake with the writing when he would put a beat out, because like I'm just okay, let's just keep punching them out. I think more so now I'm trying to become more faceted in understanding how to take my time, but in taking my time and being precise. So the writing process has been grueling, but it's also been rewarding at the same time in the past couple of years. But we're starting to ramp back up as far as how I'm knocking everything out when I get into the session, and it's like, okay, we're here to write, let's write, and then like we're gonna lay something down, let's lay something down. But that's back to you. And so
Who the fuck is it going to now?
No, it's not going to me. It's going back that way. Come on. Oh my god.
Y'all need a room or something?
Y'all need a room. But there was like a time, just because of like everything going on, nobody was outside. Jesus Christ. Like nobody was outside. We really didn't have nothing to do. Like I just didn't. I guess I fell out of love with writing music, and I don't blame myself as much as I would like to blame myself, because shit happens. But I'm starting to fall back in love with writing and being precise with the rapping. So when he makes a beat that like my brain just like it's just like I throw up on myself with the words. It just comes out, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's nice. We can clean this up, clean that up. And he's definitely been like a Popovich to me with how I've anchored myself in the past couple of months as far as the records we've been making. So I'm just having fun with it again. I'm trying not to over encapsulate myself and trying to be like the greatest or the best or anything. I just want
Yeah.
beats.
Do you feel that process comes easy now that with Believe in the Trees and Be Fine with being two monstrous albums that y'all had together, where now you guys are dishing out a little bit more like with 2-track projects, 3-track projects here and there, and does it make it more easier for you?
I wouldn't say it becomes easier just even thinking about those projects because like those hold a lot of weight to us and like to what we've done, but it's like we're always trying to one up ourselves. So like even just in the process of me and him, like is it me?
I believe so.
Okay. Even just in the process of like figuring out, what 2 tracks do we want to do when we're doing the R&S sides with 001, 002, and 003. Top 3 Soulja Boy songs again. So
I'm gonna try to name some different ones. The Ya Bitch.
Okay.
If I can remember this shit. God damn.
Birdwalk.
Nah. Damn. Pass on that one. Buck. What was that shit he just put out with French Montana? She Make It Clap shit. Okay. Fuck, this got me. Oh, Pretty Boy Swag. What the fuck am I doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Green.
You just got something against me today? Like, we just had a nice convo, and now it's just like...
Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like y'all aren't giving us the whole meal yet of what y'all, coming with. I feel like these are just something either just giving y'all what you have like on your minds right now.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It's all gonna lead to like that. The last RNS side. That's the last one before like we'll put out the RNS 4, and that'll be the official singles. Cause this has all just been one long rollout. Like, because we didn't really put out much music last year, other than like the first 2 RNS sides, and then the Christmas project under Big Beautiful Williams. Yeah. That was like when we were like, me and Kendall would be at the crib and would just, I'm gonna push these songs through. Like, let's get something. I didn't want to wait to put out another project or some shit because it was just like, let's wait a second, let's try to figure it out. I wasn't feeling like some of the beats I was making. I was like, nah, I want to try something different, and then that's when I like just started to find a new bag. Like, I think that's when Fish started coming around, and then that kind of helped me out a lot. It was because he makes songs kind of like
you blink and the song is
a stupid pace. Like, Fish is intentionally going to make like a fully like structured out record, and wants to like make the best possible record every time.
Yeah, and it's.
Is it on me?
Yeah, it's on you, and it's so cool.
Uno.
Oh yeah, Uno.
Nah,
I guess.
Drop 5. We called you on
Uno.
Please don't let this man have a wilder, some type of specialty card. Please.
I will say this: I don't know.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I don't have yet.
Nice.
I do.
Uno.
I thought I was going to win on this.
No, sir.
The transition for him was really well on how he came to your production. Like, it's just so smooth. Like, he's been doing this for years, and I think that's what I loved about the Three-Peats when it first came out. Was, I mean, I thought they were just excellent jams, but it gave us a new perspective. Like, we've been hearing Reek on him, we've heard King Khalid, of course, Malcolm, but seeing an outside look for, especially when he had more rugged raw production, and then coming over here to your smooth production, that transition came off super easy. And is that what helps you into, I guess, making these songs come out faster when it comes with him?
Okay, so it does make it easier to put stuff out because there is so much more music being done.
Bitch. Unless you got one.
Oh, unless I got like a...
Unless you got a draw too?
No, I don't. It just gives us more options. And really, it was just like, after not putting out like a lot of music to start the year last year, I was like, I don't want to do that again. I'd like to like just put out some of the best pop records that we can, and just in small doses until I feel like we've earned an album shit again. Yeah. Because maybe we didn't earn putting out the Beautiful Hour at the time, but I'm still glad that is out the way it was, because it meant a lot to me at the time. Like, it still means a lot to me, but at the time it was like I fucking really loved making that album, because I got to see my favorite people during like the worst fucking time.
Yeah. Like we was breaking all the protocols. We was like, we don't give a fuck about that shit. We trying to make music.
No, I did give a fuck about that shit. I was telling everybody, if you gonna pull up, don't pull up with that. So me?
Yeah.
No,
Niggas was safe. Niggas was safe.
Agreed.
It makes it easier because like now I'm more used to like, okay, well a record may not come out. It just makes it a little bit easier because back then like we fuck.
Oh no.
God damn it.
You got so much more question.
No, top 3 rap albums again. Chapter 2, Believe in the Tree, Beautiful Hour,
We'll take
Blue.
That's right. That's what I thought.
Green.
Dummy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bitch.
Dog. And they was finna make me name another movie that made me cry. Wasn't gonna do it this time though.
It's crazy because I remember Reek talking shit at the beginning of this game.
And I'm 0-3. I'm about to get swept. Jesus. But I was thinking about how you talk about Fish coming back into the fold, and yeah, I just think about like when I was 18, just graduated high school, and like I was taking long ass trips way out there past the horse track to go pull up on him, and like we was making records at that time, and that was like when I just first started college, and like it's been a really fun process making music with him and just having him a part of the Tree team and him, you know, being down with this, because like that's my bro. Like, I love that dude, and like it's something I can see like him branching out on his own growth separately with Sage and like making some crazy shit. Like they've got some records that like I never thought I would hear Fish on something like this, and I'm just like, this shit is crazy.
He's snapping.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really excited for y'all to hear like the Fish and Sage records, because man, like he's in a whole different bag with it. And like even some of these other records we have that aren't out yet, like y'all in trouble.
and that's what I was about to ask next. Like, do you have like a project coming in with him next, or do you think right now?
So we got a few things.
Okay.
We're gonna do Three-Piece Fish. If everything goes right, it will be out on the
What's the
30th.
title?
It's another 3 set of songs, but it's just him. I think on the last song, his cousin Ingenious is on there. Then after that, dropping the 4th RNS side, and that's gonna have the first official 2 singles to the RNS album. And then that'll be the next like that's when I'm like we can put out an album. Typically we would just make a batch of records and then, you know, be like, this is what we feel at this time, let's put this out. That's how Chapter 2 came about. That's how Believe in the Tree came about. That's how The Beautiful Hour came about.
Yeah.
Nothing had really been over a year old and shit. So me?
Yeah.
So
And then, of course, without spilling any kind of secrets or any kind of, you know, especially your promotional sauce.
Yellow.
good man. Good man. Good man. Here's a draw 2 for you. You know, some good things.
Once the project does come out, could us fans be able to, you know, expect something, you know, like a performance, something like where you do bring back a product like this here again? Because like I said, I mean, still to this day, I love the product itself.
Oh yeah.
I may ask you to.
I roll up that shit every day.
Every day. There was some other rollouts as far as with the Three-Peat that we had coming up.
Yeah, we're supposed to still get these hats in, but the manufacturer bullshit, so
Y'all fucking up.
yeah. So we're still getting those hats coming in. I don't know when they're gonna be in, but you know, I'm here to promote everything that we put out this year.
Oh.
Like I'm here to like that. Like I don't want people to think that we're just like on some like we don't fuck with those records or anything like that. Like we're just because we're putting the things out at a certain pace that one record doesn't mean as much. They all mean something. There's definitely gonna be the bigger deal shit that's obviously gonna show through in the music, but I love all of these songs. I think they're all like quality. Like everything that we put out since September of last year, to me, has been some of the best records that we've been able to put out.
I'm excited just from a standpoint of like, you know, Waves catching the ear to it, and y'all putting a think piece with it, just as far as the excitement I know that y'all are gonna have with hearing the records, and just the homies in the city just getting to
what really inspires y'all to like really, you know, come up with the production, come up with the raps? Like, I can't compare it to anything like myself. I can only compare like the way y'all move, like I said, like an Outkast type. But besides like the sound and everything, I can only imagine what comes out, like what y'all hear, what y'all take in.
I mean, I listen to a lot of us, so it's like I'll listen and just be like, well, what do I want to hear from us and shit, and then just random artists that just I kind of like will hear something in the sound, and I'll be like, oh, like when we were making the Beautiful Hour, I was listening to a lot of Toby Lou. Sometimes I would listen to Foggy Raw, like just random things that was just like, oh, I like the way this sounds. When I made Chapter 2, I was listening to like 3 6 Mafia because I think they're one of the records on there, Laces Pimps too. Like I was trying to make a 3 6 Mafia record, like just as far as like the darker tone to it and the way the drums were hitting.
And just to kind of like follow up with what you were saying, I feel like damn, and I'm skipped, so I feel like with
Uno.
that, like,
He's trying to get a dub.
I feel like just like as far as like categorizing us, it's not really a genre, just like it's a sense of self for us. Like we know who we are, so it's like we're gonna do what is going to be us, and so it's really like you can't put us in a box to say, oh, you sound like that, or you remind me of this. Wholeheartedly, you can't say I remind you once something. So it's like it's just a sense of self and knowing who we are and how great we are going to be. So I love the music we make.
Oh, yeah.
I would never stop making music with this man. Like, bruh, this is by far been like the greatest journey of music I've ever had. Like going from like where I've come from to where I'm at now, as far as like the music. You know what I've done. So it's like this is fun. Like all the prior shits to me was just like work and like I'm trying to rap, but like this, I'm just trying to do what feels good.
You got something to do?
I thought I just played.
You just play that?
Uno.
Oh.
Me.
Uno.
Oh. And I don't get swept.
Outside looking at it in, I wouldn't say that y'all might come from San Antonio, that y'all don't have, you know, a San Antonio-esque look or sound. Do you feel like the city, you know, sometimes, you know, we don't value, you know, some artists, especially like you said, like because you, like you said, y'all bring a unique sound to it where it's, you know, it's not familiar with what, you know, San Antonio artists would sound like.
I feel a type of way sometimes, but then I'm just like, people are gonna do what they want to do. Like I can't tell you what my version of San Antonio is like versus yours. Like if that's what you feel San Antonio sounds like, that's what you feel. I think that we do make San Antonio music. I think that it just sounds maybe more appealing to other places, and that's cool. Like that's not a big deal to me. San Antonio is probably like, as far as our cities that listen to us, like 9th out of like all of our listeners, and that's cool. I wish it was more, but
Y'all should stop letting Houston.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing already. I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna continue to just put out really good art.
Yeah.
Whether someone perceives it to sound a certain way, I mean, you can't tell me I'm not from here.
Yeah.
You can't tell me I'm not from Texas. Like I've been here.
It's 2-1-0 to the world, baby.
I'm glad you answered the way you did, because I look at you as one of the sharpest minds in the city. Everyone has a direction either to look left or right.
Mm-hmm. You
don't. You say, you know what? Like, I know everyone's looking this way. I know everyone's looking this way, but why not this way?
Yeah.
Everybody can win. I'm not
Right.
It's if you're from the city, I hope you do well, because that will trickle down to everybody else. Everybody deserves to. This it's way too fucking hard to get off here. I was a little bit more vocal when I was younger, but now I'm hey, do your thing. I don't care. I don't need to have an opinion on everything. But you're not gonna tell me that I don't make good shit here. That's where like people might have me fucked up. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue to do what I was gonna do. I've dealt with way worse in life to where I can get like more upset about some shit. So this people feeling like, oh, they don't sound like they're from San Antonio. I've been here. I go to the same taco shops you do. I fuck with Wayne's. I love Wayne's. I wish they would go down in price. Fuck these chicken prices, Wayne. But I do love San Antonio. Like this is home.
Like if we start the game off on a skip, saying you got skip.
I get a lot of hate because people feel like I don't talk about Santo artists enough.
Yeah.
But I do talk a lot about Santo
Shit,
artists.
look,
Santo
Talk about
artists.
a lot of San Antonio.
Yeah.
A lot of San Antonio.
But-
you know, sometimes I might even be like, you know, maybe it's too many. But hey, you know.
But I do like to branch out because there are different sounds out there. There are
Yeah.
different things here. But that's what I love about like what y'all create, because not only do y'all grow within as a team, but like I loved like when you did the project with King Khalid, like that project was amazing.
Yeah, it's been
And then even involving him into a lot of like the projects that y'all do and stuff. And, you know, Malcolm, of course, you know, some of the production that you do, us knowing your content,
Yeah.
and then just seeing that grow from what it is now, you taking like all these different, you know, mixed sounds in every part of what I've seen.
Big ass gumbo.
Yeah,
Big ass
because
gumbo.
I remember, you know, when you did, you know, Down South Rap,
Yeah.
that was just some of my favorite work from you, like still to this day.
Yeah.
And I know you do, you know, tweet about, you know, once in a while. You
Yeah.
know, shout out to Ark, of course.
Oh yeah, shout out
Yeah.
to Art for sure.
And then
Him and Port Vita, shout out Port Vita too. This Port Vita got me on some down south shit lately.
yeah, and then like I said, then some of the stuff that you did with Ivy, you know, doing the R&B type,
Yeah.
and then just switching it over with Sage became, like I said, just something that I always.
Uno, colors yellow.
Yeah. Yellow.
Wait, what? Didn't you play this?
Huh?
Didn't you play this? The
Yeah.
reverse?
Oh, so wait, it goes
Oh, yeah.
back.
It went back to me, and then I played the wild called Yellow.
Oh, so I put down a
Okay,
yellow too
okay,
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and put that back in your head.
Okay.
So if you play that, he drawing too,
Okay.
not me.
Alright.
So what's the color?
Ain't trying to
Yeah,
check.
it said yellow. It
That's
said
the
yellow.
color still yellow. Okay. I'm just gonna play.
Now you draw too. There you go.
Man, I hope he don't have yellow. He looks like he had yellow too.
Gang, they trying to get me out of here. They tried to pack me up, but I'm not going. I'm not going.
I like the way it's hanging.
What's that? One.
No, I think
Nah, you got two.
one, two.
Two. Damn. You know, it was looking shaky for me at first. But
I'll make it two in a second.
To iterate what you said, yeah, you know, it's been even just from the perspective of where the city is as an outlook of what the artists are here in the city. Like I don't think about any of that because I'm just trying to be the best me I can be. And if you like it, you love it, whatever, cool. If you hate it, cool. Just play it, you still gonna play it.
I brought up the question because, like I said, y'all definitely are in a league of your own.
I only look at it as a league alone because I'm only worried about competing with myself. Like everybody else, like I hope you do well in whatever you're competing for, but I'm not against it. I'm absolutely for everybody to get their whatever they want out of this shit. Because I haven't gotten what I want out of this shit.
And that brings us to the next question I have.
Is it on
Is,
me?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like
Do you give yourself goals anymore, or right now you just living with, you know, living it day by day,
Yeah.
by the
I got goals, but it I'm trying to be more fluid. Like I'll still have things like I'm like, okay, this needs to get done this month, or this needs to get done this month. But like as far as like I want to win this, I want to win that. Like I can't predict none of that. I can't predict how much if a song is gonna pop off, if it's not gonna pop off. I'm only in control of what I do day to day and like what I'm planning long term. I do hope I get some cool shit, but I as far as like a goal set, I'm just trying to exist. This shit is hard. Life is hard.
man, what's about to like come out as far oh my god, what's about to come out between the R and S, just me and him, like it's really like a testament to like life and like the past 2 years. So it's really gonna be like a show and tell, like how we've had to grow from the shit that's come about and how we're still processing things that are still coming because shit just don't stop. So it's like you gotta draw forward and shit just don't stop. But now a question for you. Where do you see yourself for the summer? What's the big plan?
It's traveling.
Yeah.
I want to be able to really, show everything that we have to offer. I mean, everything that we're changing to do. I mean, my main goal for doing this is I want everyone on my team to quit their 9 to 5s. I want this to be their job. I want this to be, what they're going out for.
Right.
I want to be able to say, you know what, like I either help elevate all of us, or I got one of my person on my team to get where they need to be.
Right.
So if it's something that they say, oh, this is what I want to do, then I'm going to try everything I can to make sure that they get it. So that's always definitely my goal. Personalized goal and everything too is that definitely for sure I gotta marry my wife or my fiance.
Nice.
That's hopefully coming soon.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, originally we wanted to do it in.
The cake better be Hello Kitty.
Oh yeah, no. It will. We originally wanted to do it in Japan.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit, bro. What color?
Green. Yeah, those are definitely some of the goals that I want to see just within the team.
Yeah.
And then personalized stuff too. But
Nice.
I mean, like I said, just hearing y'all's y'all's perspective on everything here. I mean, it's always good conversation to always have with y'all. Even individually, like I've heard a lot of great things from him. I've heard a lot of great things from you.
Yeah.
And then combined, y'all just huge combined force together. So even with all the work that y'all do together, are there ever been any collabs that you would always want to be able to do with an artist? It could be anyone. It could be someone who's just out there
Erykah Badu. That'd be the biggest Texas link up right there for me. Of Texas legendary people, that's definitely on the top. For me, before I die, I need a verse from Lil Kiki.
Okay.
So Lil Kiki, if you watch this, give me a verse, brother.
Sage, this could be either for production wise or even for video. If you want to ever do someone's video.
Shit. I mean, Carrie Cole lives here in Texas. I'm trying to do a video for her, but I heard she's already got a production team. I would really love for me and David to be able to shoot a video for her, but.
For who?
Carrie Cole.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it user space right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just played that right. Do it to him. Just do it.
I was just you can't play a card. So
Yeah.
let's save it for another day. I wanted LaChat on a song one time. That would have been tight.
Man.
But,
I remember that.
I really don't have anybody in particular off the rip that I would want to work with. I would just more so just like to meet everybody. I want to meet Tyler. That would be sick. I just want to just see what the vibe is like.
Yeah, Tyler bro DJ drama out of retirement too, so y'all look at that however y'all want to.
Fuck! I didn't think you had blue.
Damn!
I thought you had green. Fuck!
Well, I mean, so this really last question here, just before we do end everything here, is that if you can describe yourselves in 5 words, what would y'all say?
Ambitious, overachieving, dedicated, dangerous, and spiritual.
Okay. Sage?
Real believer in the tree.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
yeah, that's definitely the best sign off right here. And if y'all want to give a shout out to anybody here, this is y'all's time to be able to promote, of course, as always.
Thank you to just everybody in the city and just around Texas and the world, because 2 of us in the world that's been supporting us, because we ain't shit without y'all. So thank you.
Shout out to the team.
Well, of course, that's game. Thank y'all again for being here. I'm sorry, I can't,
How you just gonna
I get how people can have beef off this shit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure you're gonna have more sessions just before studio time. This is probably it.
So I'm moving to the studio into another room right now. So
running Uno in the session, So thank
So
you.
if this comes up in a verse, yes, I hope so.
For sure, man.
But again, thank y'all, for playing with me here, and then hopefully do something with y'all soon.
So.